time.
Yeah.
All right, hey everybody. How's it going?
Hi everybody.
We are gonna get started in a minute. All right, hey Jack, Wendy. Got Max, Andy there. Hey Master Kelly. Go ahead, we're gonna get started in a minute. Get ready. Moving your body, shaking out. We're gonna start warming up.
You can do that.
Okay. Do you wanna do? Alright, let's yes. Alright, we're gonna bow in. Alright, space flags. Shut. King right. Face instructors. Shut. King right.
Choreo, Gumdo. Alright, we got 20 jumping jacks and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2, 7, 9, Yose, Yose, Ilga, Yodel, Ahu, Yul. And up. We're gonna go up, out. So the feet will stay together on the up and they'll go out on the out. We'll do 20 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, beautiful. Side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And behind. 1, 2. Big turns. 3, 4. A little faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, good, good. Raise it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to one side. Switch to the other. Lunging forward. Dropping that knee. So sorry if any of you guys, I understand we had some technical difficulty on Friday with the Gumdo class. So sorry if you guys missed some of the class and drop. If that ever happens, you can go back and play back the live stream from earlier in the week, but sorry that happened to everyone. Kick those legs back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Place your sword down in front of you, feet on either end of it, and stretch forward, hands down. Good. You're going to kind of walk those hands out and walk them back and come on up. And 2. Walk out and back. Good. Come on up, reach high. And 3. Walk out, back, up, 4, back, up, and 1 more. Walk it out, and bring it back. And come on up. Good. Stretch down to one side. Now do it from, just moving from the side this way. 4, 5. All right, turn to the other side. From a forward motion and from a side motion. Good. Have a seat for V-stretch. Reaching forward. Go to one side. And go to the other side. Beautiful. Pull those legs in. Bouncing those knees. Good, and we're just gonna get in that tuck rock position. Rock back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And just reach forward. Straighten those arms up. Out. One more time. Forward. Up. And out. All right, Master Roy, what's up first? What's up first? All right.
First off, we got forms. Today, it's going to be review week. We want to go over our high and low form. We're going to go through all the forms you're doing for your test. So with black belts, we'll go through high, low, and your color belt form on it. If we'll start with your low form. So for black belts, we'll start with the color belt form. Go on to then your the lowest, I guess. Then your low form, and then your high form. I said that in a weird way. But starting with, I guess, lowest.
Our color belt,
so
two
color
sword,
belt,
and then rank.
2 sword, and your rank form. Color belts will go just the low form and then the high form. So you want to do each of those, we'll say 3 times for the color belts, 2 times for black belts on it. Let us know if you have any questions on any of them. We'll go ahead and get started on that. It takes like a minute to do the form. Let's look for another sword.
You want the small one?
I think
There's
it's
the
this sword.
shorter one there, yeah.
I'll walk through the 2 sword form. Black belts, you guys all know the color belt forms you're working on this time.
Watch, right. Okay, Roy's doing the 2 sword form again. If you want to follow along with it. All right, so everyone should be on their low form by now. Probably
form
on
by
their,
now.
maybe even their high form, yeah. All right, that's probably they're done, huh?
So this is your last time now going through it. We'll be finishing up. Okay, we're moving on to step sparring. So we're going to be reviewing. We'll go through, we're doing high, low, and creative. So starting off high, that is our kneeling set this time. Kneeling versus kneeling. Yeah, so let's face each other. So just for review, we're kneeling down. The attack is that down cut coming in. Yeah, if you would attack. So I step off, rising cut, step back with my left foot, angle cut. That's our number one. Let's go ahead and do that with that like 3 times. And begin. Sure.
Hup.
So,
Hup. Hup.
sorry. So, all right, now we're doing number 2. Number 2, starting the same way, same attack. I step up, rising cut, and I keep stepping past, turn around, and I cut to the back, doing that angle cut. Okay, go ahead and go through that.
3 times. All right.
You. So,
Right, left, right foot combination. Hup.
so,
Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
yeah, we should have this
All right.
grade in.
Yeah. Okay, that could have been bad.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna need a band-aid. It's gonna start
Where?
bleeding in a
I don't
second.
think I cut.
On the bottom. Yeah, you did.
Oh. All right.
I have to get a
I'll go
Band-Aid.
grab that.
All right.
I'll go through 2 one more time and then.
All right. We'll do. All right. So finishing up number 2. Up, step left, right, cut down. All right. And number 3. Number 3 is a different attack where you come cross cut. And for the defense, you're going to step up with your left foot, block right, pummel, pull, and thrust. All right, so we'll do number 3. The attack comes in. You step up, block right at their elbow. Can keep your hand there. Pummel, pull, thrusting down, striking, and go. Good. One more time, and go. Block, pummel, pull, and down. All right, good. So we will do, let's do our, no, you know what, we're gonna go on to the low set. I'm gonna get a scabbard real quickly, and then all right, so on our walk by set, all right, so on the defense, you'd be walking, and you're gonna come around. All three are fan block, and on the first one, you keep that high, cutting down, and coming across. On the attack, you are walking, turning, and cutting down. So we're gonna focus on the defense right now. So that's a left, right, left, turning counterclockwise, fan blocking overhead, cutting down, and across. All right, 3 times on that. Ready? And 1. Hup! And 2. Hup! And 3. Hup! Good, good. All right, so number 2, and again, all 3 start the same. On the defense, left, right, left, I would fan block. This time I drove the inverted cut up and coming back across. All right, let's do that 3 times. And begin. 1, 2, 3. Fan block. Invert 1 and come on back. Good. And 3. Coming around. Hup! Good. All right, the third one on our walk by. Again, starting the same motion, 3 motions, turning clockwise, fan blocking. Again, it's inverted, so you're gonna stab. Then you're gonna pulling the scabbard out. You are going to cut 2 times. All right, so all of a sudden I'm getting that second cut. Let's see if I remember it. All right, and we'll begin. Block, stab, pull it out. 2. And I'm gonna double check the exact strikes on that real quick for you. Oh. All right, you just do the cross cut, so I guess that's why I can't remember the second one, because there isn't one. All right. So we just draw that out, thrust, and inverted left cross cut. All right, so one more time. Coming across, here, thrust, and that inverted left to right cross cut. One more time, number 3. Go a little faster, here, pull it out, and then, so it's the thrust, pull out, and the left inverted cross cut. All right, so now, black belts, you are gonna do your creative kneeling versus kneeling. If you have a partner, do them with your partner. If you don't, you're gonna do them to the air. Color belts, choose kneeling versus kneeling or walk by, whichever you need more help on. We're gonna do each technique 3 times. So, everyone decide, color belts decide the set. Black belts, you know you're doing your, you're doing your kneeling versus kneeling. And let's say if you are, like say Wendy and Jack, maybe 2 times each, Everyone else 3 to 4 times. All right, and maybe same thing with Max and Andy. All right.
All right.
Let's last time. Ready? Number 1, defend. Number 1, defend. Number 1, defend. Switching partners if you have a partner. Bonus if you don't. Number 1, defend. All right, Master Rory is back. He's back in action. All right,
ready to go.
We're doing our last set. Black belts are doing creative. Color belts are choosing, and we're on the second technique now. Second technique. First time, begin. And number 2, begin. We'll do some creatives here.
I'll just do some walk by.
Oh, on fire, all right. And number 3, begin. So that would be switching partners if you had a partner. And number 4, begin. Awesome. All right, guys. If there aren't any questions, and I don't think I see any, we're going to move on to the next portion of this week's class.
So now we're going to do some cutting. What I'm going to do is set up first one, 2 targets on the floor. I got a little circle. I'll put it over here, and my second target is this pillow right now. Okay, that works. This one, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start here. It's gonna be on an angle both ways. So with my body, it makes a V, and they're put them like 6 feet apart. You got that, okay? So I'm gonna start in the tip of the V. Both my targets are right there, and I'm gonna face away from the first target on it. The cut we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring my sword around my body, step with my right foot, right angle cut in my sotose. Then I'm gonna bring my feet back together, swing my sword around, left angle cut, step forward with that left foot. Okay, so what we wanna work on, so right now we're working on, a couple things, a bit of the footwork when we're doing it, and we wanna make sure each of these cuts is a good, clean cut, like we're cutting through something on each time. So
did you
first
say
one,
maybe if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise, just so they'll know?
Yes. Good. So first we're going to start going counterclockwise. I'm starting turned away from my target. I'm going to turn towards my back to it, swing my sword around, step,
so
cut,
you step
right
forward
angle
with his
cut with
right
my right foot. I'm going to bring my right foot back, step out with my left foot, and swing my sword around.
So he
Left
came around
angle cut.
clockwise with his left foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so counterclockwise, right foot forward, clockwise, left foot forward.
We're going to go through that. Just start going through that. We'll go through it for like a minute or 2 on it, doing the technique. Yeah. And then we want to focus on when we're cutting, setting ourselves up and doing the push-pull, making my blade move quickly through, step, there. Okay? And begin. So, Yeah, you'll do the one after. Okay.
So span the third time. And now going. Good. And fourth time.
All right, we are going to move on to the next cutting drill right now. I'm going to grab one more target. I'm going to set it up in the other corner. So right now your target should be in a square with you being at like the bottom right corner of the square. I have one here, here, and here, and I'm going to complete the square. I'm going to start off in my guard. I'm going to step up, right foot in front, rising cut.
So
I'm going to be in like a front stance on this. I still want to be turning my hips on it, swinging up. Then I'm going to go to the back corner. I bring the sword around, step with the right foot, angle cut. And now I got to go to the front, my last target. I'm going to do a little skip sideways into a horse stance, left rising cut. And I can return. So it's 3 cuts, starting with stepping up, rising cut in my front stance. My right foot's in front. I step to the back, right angle cut.
Kind of like on a diagonal motion.
On a diagonal. I'm going up, angle back, and now I'm going across, rising cut, left rising cut. My target here. Let's go through that together. I'm going to count on it. So starting off, on my corner, I draw, and first one begin, skip up, rising cut, going back on my angle, step, right angle, coming across, left rising cut. I'll go back to guard, and 2. We want to keep moving our bodies on each of this. Your hips into the rising cuts and setting into those angle cuts. And 3. Back. And 4. Oh, that was a bad one. I'm starting over. That was a bad cut. Alright, and 1 more. And 5. Alright, good. Alright, Miss Whip.
Alright. Let's see. We're going to use 3 targets again for this one. Maybe something like that. So they're kind of on like a diagonal. So if you could see, they're kind of diagonally going forward. All right. So I'm gonna have my right. I'm gonna have my right foot in front, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do jump switch and do a left angle cut down. Okay. So my right foot's in front, and I'm gonna chamber, left angle cut down. Then I'm gonna skipping forward cross cut, roll the sword forward, and assisted downward thrust. Okay, can you see these are coming up on that angle? So let's go through it again. I start with my right foot in front. I jump switch, left cut down. Chamber to my left hip, skipping forward cross cut, roll the sword, and assisted downward thrust. All right, let's do that 4 or 5 times. Here we go. Ready? And 1. Jump switch, down cut, skipping cross cut, roll the sword, assisted downward thrust. And 2. Jump switch, cross, skipping up, or jump switch down, skipping up, cross, roll, and downward thrust. And 3. Jump switch, downward cut, skipping cross, roll, assisted downward. Okay, 2 more times on your own. for the next one, we can kind of use the same configuration of that diagonal line there. So I'm going to start chamber to my side with a cross cut, and then from there I'm going to take the sword, swing behind me, twirl it overhead, angle cut down, and then I'm going to come and a cross step behind and pummel strike down. Okay, so let's go through that again. My first target is right here, and I'm going to skip up cross cut, put the sword behind me, kind of, you can twirly bird if you want, twirl it around, and then I'm going to come down on a left angle cut, and then moving, stepping, I'm going to go right foot as I cross step behind in my Koasugi cross stance. I'm going to pummel down to try to knock that off standard. All right, I'll go slow a couple more times. Here we go. Cross cut, bring it behind you, swing it around, downward angle, kind of jump into it and pummel strike. One more time, slow. Skipping in cross cut, bring it behind, come around, angle, step, land, like a jumping downward pummel in a Koasugi cross stance. All right, 3 more times on your own, and go. Hup! Hup! Let us know, of course, if you have any questions. Hup! You want these here or more?
So now, this time, what we're going to do is, feel like we have another big, I'm going to use these two things as my target, so you can see a little bit better the spacing that I have on it. So I'm just going to have one right off to my right and one directly in front of myself. I draw, I'm in my guard. I'm going to, right foot's in front, I'm going to step my feet together and then turn to my right, step back, left angle cut. I'm going to be going into a back stance. On that, I want to, when I come up, set my feet down as I go into that cut across. Then I'm going to leave my left foot where it is, step back, left-handed cross cut. Okay? So we need to still, from here, I'm going to set up, get myself into a good front stance, and I need to go with that cross cut, making sure I'm still letting the blade lead while I'm swinging across. One more time, I'm in my guard, my target's to the front and to the right.
So it's left foot's back.
I step up, chamber, step back, so I'm in a right back stance. I keep my left foot in front, step up, front stance, left-handed cross cut. Okay, let's do that together. Ready? And 1. That was a back cut. And 2. And 3. Ready? 4. Let's do one more. 5. Okay, now we're gonna do last one of this. We're going to come, I guess one's gonna be in front and in back. This one, I just go on an angle right now, maybe see a little better. My targets. This one we're gonna go a little fancy, but we want to still focus on is we had that target there. We need to, oh, that's bouncing all around. I'm going single-handed left rising cut. I need to still make sure my blade's moving quicker when I hit the target. Then I'm gonna come, toss it up, 360 grab, spin and invert it, step, inverted cross cut to my back.
This is fancy stuff.
I'm going a little fancy. You're doing single hand techniques, right hand, rising cut, making sure that's a good cut. And I spin it around, invert it, step, single hand cross cut. And that one's got to be a smooth cut going through as well. So let's try that.
Right, could you maybe go right in front of the camera and show maybe to some of our beginners the and they might not be able to get all the
yeah, so I gotta fan this a little.
The work on it, but they can try.
So I got my palm facing straight up, and I toss it. I'm gonna let it spin 360 around and catch it. You might want to keep it a little bit off to your side so you don't smack yourself in the face. And then I can drop it down and invert it for turning to my next cut on it.
Don't worry if you drop it lots for a beginner Gumdo students. It's part of the journey to Gumdo greatness.
Go ahead and you walk through that on your own 4 or 5 times. Begin. Cut. Come palm up, spin it around, catch.
And his palms up still, and now his palms down, and you invert it. And
turn.
Just pivot and step back with your front foot.
Because I want to be in a good stance too when I get into this cut. So I pivot, I might be a little awkward. I gotta switch my feet up, cut, like that. Let's try it again. Bit of a fancier turn. Back. We got one more. Great. Now we're going to work on going through, dang it, the cutting techniques for your rank. This is going to be your individual techniques that you're going to be doing for the testing. We'll spend a couple minutes, go through, we'll try to do 2 for your rank. So you can pick one, walk through that a few times, and then go on to the second one and walk through it a few times. I think everyone has done this a number of times, so you probably know it. If there's ones you're not sure on, you want to work on, or you're not familiar with it, you can message us in the comments. Otherwise, go ahead and begin. We'll do 2 techniques today, going through each of them a few times. Say like 3 or 4 times.
I'll just do a couple from Sparring Up 1, but I think you guys know them, but I'm not sure about Max and Andy, but I think you do. So those are front cuts, but on a 45-degree angle. Then you turn. So the drawn cuts are formal. So for the lower ranks, they're done formally. Draw, cut, do your second cut, return, and return your sword. Okay, so that's one of them. And then the second one is with the front cut, left cut, right cut. So after you here, then the next is the left cut, right cut, and then you would return. So on this one, you would have your right foot in front, you would step with your left foot, do your left cut, And then off on this angle, step forward with your right foot and do your right cut. And then return. Okay, so again, you would draw the sword, your right foot would be in front, left angle, right angle, and return. Jack, Wendy, Dan, Pastor Kelly working on your black belt rank ones. Okay, we'll just give it a couple more minutes.
Spirit moves me. Okay. Yeah. Great. We're gonna move on to sparring drills right now. Got my sparring sword out, so you can grab that. We are going to. We're not gonna do that. Starting with our guard, we're gonna be just kind of moving around a little bit. Staying in our guard position, staying light on our feet, ready to go. First drill, when I count out, you're going to. I got a splinter in my foot. Sorry, I'm good now. First drill we're gonna do is I'm gonna come, my target's here, I'm moving to the outside angle cut, and then I'm going to keep my guard up on it. They might be coming back around, I have to toss it off, angle cut to the other side. So I'm coming cut, they start moving, I keep my, up my hanging block, I can't think of that. Hanging block, push it off, cut to the other side. So I'm just kind of moving my footwork, moving around this way, around where their body would be. Maybe they're moving too, so maybe I gotta pivot myself a little bit on it. Going to the right, coming around to the left. So let's start kind of bouncing around, moving around, and go. Okay. Staying light, and 2. Get up, maybe to turn and rotate a little bit. Go. Go. And 5. You don't have to be in a straight line on this. We just kind of want to be light, rotating around. 6. And one more. 7. Good. Move on to our next drill.
All right, so our footwork in this next one is just kind of a lunging forward, stepping back. So stepping forward, stepping back, but the first one is more of a draw. So it's a little bit more of a stomp, a quick stomp, and a quick moving back. So you want to go 1, 2. So even though you're stomping, you got to stay light on your feet. So it sounds like it's divergent things, but it's like 1, but you got to quick and go back. And so the motions, you're bouncing around, and you're going to come, it's kind of a fake, but then so you're kind of faking at them, assuming they're going to come at you, you retreat and a rising cut. So you're bouncing, it's boom, boom, and you might score on the first one, but the second one, you're really trying to. All right, so you're moving around, and 1. Hi-ya! Whichever, doesn't matter which foot's in front. 2. Back, whoops, and rising. Ready? And 3. Huh. Stay light and strong. Light on that attack so you can come back quick up. 5. Boom. 6. Aya. And 7. Aya.
Okay. Thank you. All right, this next one we're gonna start from Earth. Actually, just gonna be moving around a little bit. I'm gonna start kind of just sliding forward and lifting this up. This is kind of my fake. Kind of throwing out, see what they're gonna do on it. When I lift that up, they start to move in. So I'm gonna take 2 steps back, quick. Okay, as they start to move in. And after I start to move back, you know, in this case, they didn't have commitment. They didn't have the heart of a warrior. Since they're not, I'm getting ready to defend, they didn't have the commitment, so now I'm coming back in. I'm gonna do 2 cuts on them real quick. So we'll have you do slide in fake, 2 steps back, and get them. We'll do quick, you can do a couple different cuts and come down, cross, rising angle, whatever you want. That's just what we'll work on right now. So doing it slow together first. I fake, sliding up, I'll 2 steps back, and I can see right now they didn't really commit or they missed and they're scared now, and then I come, cut up, 2 cuts real quick. One more time, ready, I'm moving around a little bit. I fake, back away, and cut. Okay, starting in my earth, moving around. 1. Time I went 3. All right, I'm in my earth, and 3. All right, good. Move, maybe you're rotating around, maybe they're moving that way. 4. All right, and this time, what we're gonna do, kind of same thing. You start to back away, but I'm either gonna yell out, defend or attack. So you don't know what your opponent's gonna do. You're throwing that fake and you're backing away once they start moving in. If I yell defend, that means they started cutting at you. You gotta hang block cut, backing away. You gotta move out. Okay, you gotta throw a block. Maybe you can hit them as you're backing away. If I say attack, you do the same thing we just did. So we fake, we back away, we're seeing what they're doing. I yell defend, I go block, get out of there. I yell attack. After this, you come in and let them have it. All right? Right, we're on earth. We're moving a little bit. And go. Defend. Get a little side block that time. All right, and moving around. 2. Attack. All right, and 3. Defend. 4. Defend. 5. Attack. 9. And 6. Attack. 1 more. And 8. Defend. Good. You wanna go to the exercises? Great, it's time for some exercises now.
All right, guys. So we get your water. Need some water real quick, and we don't have much time, but we want to get some exercises in. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to call out the exercise, and then we're going to roll the dice 2 times. The first roll is the number that you do if you were on Team Cobra Kai. The second time we roll the die, it's the number you do if you were on Team Miyagi. So quick, I think everyone remembers, but if your last name began with A through M-A-L, you were Cobra Kai. If your last name began with M-A-M through Z, you were Team Miyagi. So we're pretty balanced today with Miyagis and Cobra Kais. All right, the first exercise is going to be walkout push-ups. All right, so let's roll our die. Oh my, oh my. That's a really small number, 4 for Cobra Kai. Let's see what Miyagi got. Miyagi has 8, double the number. All right,
Woo.
I'll let Roar roll next time, unless he wants to do them. So the walkout push-ups, you take it about 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 push-ups.
Fortunately, no,
And
no
1,
age
2,
factor.
3, 4, 5, and up. Pardon? Okay, so Cobra Kai, I guess I'm Miyagi, so I'm doing 8. All right, and begin. Team Miyagi has just doubled in strength, power, endurance, and overall good looks. I don't know what number we're on.
I think that was 5. So this is 6.
Or it definitely goes down further than me. All right.
Good.
Beautiful.
Next one. Just thinking crunchy flies.
All right, let's do
That
it.
one? Alright. Crunchy flies. That one is an 8 for Cobra Kai.
Uh-huh.
And that's a 2 for
Oh,
Miyagi.
2 for
Catching a
Miyagi.
break there.
All right. Woo. Sometimes it pays to be Team Miyagi.
1, 2.
I guess
That
we just
seems-
lay back while Cobra Kai works. All right. The next ones will be V-ups. V-ups. All right. Cobra Kai is
Ooh,
12. Let's see what Miyagi has. They're not gonna believe if it's a really low number. Oh, 4. Okay. The V-ups. So you're here, and that whole body comes up. The whole body. Reach that body up to touch. All right. Back comes off the ground. Back comes off. Here we go. Good luck. And go. I'm off on it. Let's see. There we go. All right. One more or?
One more.
One more.
What's a good one?
Well, you decide. We'll let Cobra Kai finish up.
We'll do,
I think they need about another second. They have 12.
yeah.
Okay.
They are going to be a little bit. All right. This last one's going to be our Pike Push-Ups. Special kind of push-up for it when we do it. I'll do it facing this way. I want to keep my feet and hands kind of close together, and I just bend down on there where my head's almost touching the ground. So it's working a little more shoulder on it. I keep myself more like a tent going up. Let's try.
All right. Let's see what we got.
So this is Miyagi.
Oh, this is Miyagi.
Oh,
You're going
it's
Miyagi
Cobra.
first?
It's supposed to be Cobra Kai first. That was a 6.
Okay, 6
6
for
for
Cobra
them.
Kai.
Let's
Let's
see what we got.
Miyagi's got.
8, 12.
Oh!
Ah, it's
All
payback.
right, I guess so. All right, we got 12 of them. Let's see if I'm going to do them right. They're a little harder than they look. Awesome.
Right.
All right,
Right.
guys. Beautiful. Let's gather up. And let's see what news we have for you. Okay, so there is not an age factor. It's only a last name factor. Sorry, Master K. For this week, it's only a last name is the only factor that determines the numbers. All right. Beautiful. We know summer Nerf camps are on, so sign up if you're interested in that. There's limited number, small number that's going to do it. July 13th and 14th or July 27th and 28th, and you sign up by just emailing me. Our college scholarship applications are due the end of this month, and report cards are due the end of this month. We have our June schedule. Didn't change anything for Gumdo. We did, however, add private lessons. So we have them Tuesday evening and Thursday evening. Those you also sign up by email. Email to me to sign those up. We do have some openings still for this week. On Tuesday, I think maybe around 6:30, and Thursday at 6:30. Beautiful. The July schedule will be coming out. Does anyone know what day, or let's put it this way, does anyone know July 6th? What's the significance of it? July 6th. I'll wait for an answer while I tell you that summer shirts, our design's not ready yet, but hopefully very soon we'll get those. We want to thank everyone who helped with our relay. The virtual Relay for Life was a great success. So thanks everyone who donated and helped with that. We are going to be coming up with a couple, other than Monday, we are going to be coming up with a couple cutting seminars for Gumdo. They'll be on probably a Monday or Wednesday evening in July. So we'll get those to you. July 6th starts. Yes, there you go, Mark. Opening, coming to the school. Our group classes at the school. So for Gumdo, since they are smaller, it's pretty darn easy. But we're working on that schedule. We have to take into account a little bit smaller class times so we can clean, before and after, and figure out. We'll have some online still, in person. The Gumdo, I think, is going to be all in person, but that hasn't been finalized. So Gumdo students, if you can only do online, you got to let us know, so we'll know what kind of mixture to do that. Oh, Wendy, 7 days before your birthday. That's another good one. Okay, guys, I think that's it. We'll keep you updated as we formulate all our plans. It's a busy week at the school with our, we're doing Taekwondo testing, a lot of one-on-ones, and we have a record number of private lessons this week. We're now over 40, so it's a busy week at the school, but that's exciting. It's fun for us, so we're very excited about that. But we want to get some more Gumdo lessons in there. So let's bow. I think I'm hearing thundering. All right. Besides the thunder and lightning, right? All right.
Face flags. Check. Kyungray. All right. Face instructors. Check. Kyungray.
Have a great evening, everyone. All right. Beautiful, guys. Good night, everyone. Cool.
Yeah, that was good. We